What up, guys? New Brown Boy Chronicles. This is the TV section focusing on anime. Talking about Gachiakuta episode 24, the final episode of season 1. A little bittersweet, beautiful that the story happened so long ago that we started this conversation at the end of spring going into summer, and it's gotten us all the way to December. So we love you, Gachiakuta. Thank you so much for being an original anime. Not like the ideas are original or the plot line is original. I don't care about none of that. I care about new. Something fun to watch, something different to watch, something to really enjoy out of the tropes that you like, but a different premise, a different idea inside that same trope. Episode 24, I was actually going to probably not do a video on it, thinking that it was going to be filler. And yeah, they've done so much good they could in the season on a random episode that doesn't have significance. And of course I was wrong. Of course they actually found a reason to make this episode matter, to make it still pique your interest and have you worried about what's to come for season 2, because we know for sure it's got a season 2 already greenlit. So it kind of just was a cool episode to kind of get you to step back for a second, not focus so much on what they're going through, what they've had to deal with, but still think about Rudo, still growing as a kid, teenager almost, if you would, still learning about himself, learning what he's good at, what he's not good at. A sweet moment with our artistic guy, I can't think of his name right now, Rim, god damn it, I fucking forgot it. Anyway, our boy who's super artistic and took over for the guy before him, looking at him and asking him to draw for him, asking him to teach him how to draw and judge Rudo's drawings because he was worried about how it would look and all those things. Gita and Bear going with them to the canvas city and going to draw, if you would, or design beautiful mosaics was a great little journey that I thought would be simple. But then, of course, Arcus back at the headquarters for the cleaners talking to those hellhounds, wherever the fuck they are. I don't even know names right now. It was such a brief tell us who they are kind of moment. And figuring out that he did it more to get Rudo away from them, to have a sixth sense, which even more so quantifies my thought process of this man, Arca Corvus, being able to fucking like see shit before it happens, like almost like clairvoyance, if you would. It has to be something in that, right, where he doesn't necessarily know everything, but it could be like he can see snippets or images and pictures and get a bigger idea as he looks at it longer or something. Really cool on his part to kind of get Rudo away from any drama he might deal with after they just got back from that trash beast extravaganza they were going through. And that's why it was really cool seeing our receptionist woman, who's so badass. It was so cool seeing her look at him and almost be like, you want to send them on a trip again? They just got done defeating the trash beast and dealing with those motherfuckers. She had a great point. I was thinking the same thing, and you think to yourself, okay, this is exactly why he did this, more to protect Rudo and not let him be succumbed to kind of bullshit conversation that was going to be, we're going to take him by force, which is what it feels like it's going to go to. We're going to take him by force, or you're going to give him to us willingly type shit. And I hope in the beginning of season 2 we get to see what Arca's fucking power is. We get to actually see him have to remind them why you don't fuck with the cleaners, why I am their leader, and why we do not answer to anybody but ourselves. It was really cool. The significance of going to that town, I wasn't thinking anything of it. Our guy who was a part of the Raiders, who was too skittish and too scared, who's voiced by one of my favorite characters, the Demon Slayer, the guy who plays Zenitsu. I absolutely was laughing about him trying to protect them from a stranger because Rudo's absolutely in love with candy and he goes literally feral. They even said it in the show, which made me laugh. He's gone feral because of the candy, like just in love with ice cream and in love with sweets in general. It was such a cool moment, only to snap them back and have them really start talking about what they're here for, not wasting money. And then they meet up with Engine and the other two guys who were the adults, kind of watching over them and guarding them. I'm really excited to see what the significance of finding out the Watchman's name who wore those gloves was. That was probably one of the most exciting and giddy moments that I had, was seeing that mark on the ceiling as they were looking up. And I was more laughing at Engine and Rudo when they were trying to look back and they were doing this shit and they were getting ready to almost fall, and then you see them be like, I gotta sit down because my neck hurts because they're pushing themselves so hard. What a cool moment, and what a subtle moment at the same time for him and Rudo, Engine that is, to see that same emblem and think, what the hell's it doing up there? And Rimlin, I think is his name, being like, oh, you guys don't know what that is? Yeah, those are the four best friends of our original founder, whose artwork is over there. That was one of the coolest moments. What a subtle Easter egg. What a subtle throw in to get us to just be a little more interested. Like, wait. You just gonna tell us the name of the person who owns all of that shit casually? So my question about, is that big monster thing that we saw destroy Noerd, is that the Watchman? I don't think that's the real statement anymore. It's more, why is the Watchman there? And why does your series get called after that? Almost. Like, what made them all so strong? Because I was looking at the other emblems, and the one that caught my eye, I know it was right next to the emblem that Rudo has on his gloves, but it still was the hexagon with, not hexagon, the pentagon with an eye in the middle. That one is crazy. So now I love that they're kind of almost teasing us and giving us different things to look forward to, almost different kind of factions is what I'm thinking of strength. Like where Rudo's Watchmen series is really, really strong. What's that series going to be called? What are the other three symbols we saw up on the ceiling next to the Watchmen symbol? What do those symbols symbolize? Who has that kind of stuff? Are there gloves in that kind of space, or are they different forms of clothing? Like maybe it's a scarf, or maybe it's a hat or glasses or something. Like, what would you actually like think to yourself immediately when Rimlin's able to say like, hey, actually, like, we don't know all of their names, but we do know the name of his best friend, and that was blah blah blah. Can't think of his name right now, but the significance and everything of the last name being the exact same as Rudo's is what fucks me up the most. The same name as Rudo, and he was on the ground. So are you saying to us without saying to us that Rudo never needed to be up in the sphere? He actually was born on the ground and they took him to the sphere? That's what I'm starting to really question more. Like, Regto had him and everything, but now this feels more like, get my son away from this life. I want him to have a better life in the sphere. And there's the contradiction, the catch-22, where it wasn't a better life. He was constantly ostracized and constantly treated like shit, to where now I think to myself, Regto, did he really get those gloves? Did he go find those gloves and I'm going to give them to you, Rudo? Or did somebody who was related to Rudo, a family member, a dad, a grandpa, or somebody, look out for him and say he's going to have too much power to be able to control himself? Give him these gloves to help him kind of ease himself in. I'm so curious now to know how significant that last name is, and I know at the start of season 2 we will find out so much more. So yeah, it got me so excited to see where this show's gonna go, because we haven't even seen all of the cleaners' powers. We haven't even seen all of their abilities fully, like what they can do when they have to elevate themselves. If Rudo's able to take things and go 3 levels higher, what can Engine do? What can all of them do? Sheesh, what can Zonka do? What can Jabber do? What can Zoldil do? We haven't even seen him really try to fight anybody yet. So I'm really excited for season 2. Hope we get it in the next year, but I get worried with anime like this that's given us 24 episodes, essentially 2 cowers, that they can definitely push us back for a year, 2 years, 3 years. So I hope not that long, but just know I'm going to be here for that too, because I'm excited about Gachiakuta. It is definitely on my radar and will stay on my radar. And at the end, when we saw the hand up against the wall in a cage, I definitely knew it was Amo immediately. Whoever the person was, guy or girl, long hair, smiling in front of her, seems like trouble. Whoever the fuck that is, that seems like straight up trouble. Not a good time. Not a good time. So I'm happy to know that Amo's alive, and that it probably will be an arc where they go and save her. Rudo has her boots, so I understand that when they go and save her and get her boots back, she'll get her power back, and she'll probably be super grateful and super in debt to Rudo. So I see a world where she probably joins the cleaners and they work on what she's gone through, and maybe they make her tower a headquarters in the middle of the ground, so they have multiple places to be able to station themselves, or something like that. But yeah, season 1 of Gachiakuta, 24 episodes. I really, really enjoyed every episode, top to bottom. What a great anime. If you're seeing these last 2 episodes that I've reviewed, just know that this is the end of a great story so far. It's not over by any means, and they've only done so much more for me to enjoy. So I'm really excited and I'm here for it. Um, but yeah, guys, this has been Midwest Brown Boy Chronicles. I'm your Midwest Brown Boy, Jalen Brownford. Signing off. Thank you so much for watching any of my videos, no matter when I post them, no matter how I post them. Sorry for this week. I normally like posting on Monday and Tuesday, but I have Verizon Wi-Fi now, and it's kind of meh. Compared to Cox Wi-Fi, even AT&T microfiber Wi-Fi. This is a little slower, and so I got to try to upload late at night. I tried to do it during the day today, and let's just say a man had a little bit of rage in his heart. So again, you guys watching these videos, me posting them, I get excited about it with or without you guys being here, but you guys being here makes it that much more exciting to come back and talk more about what I like: anime, TV shows, horror movies, action, sports, all those things. I'm here for all of it. So you'll keep hearing me, you'll keep seeing me, and I hope you guys enjoy it every time I come back. Thank you so much. You guys have a good week. Peace and love always.